Most of what you trust every day cannot be touched. Yet for most of your life, you've never questioned it. Michael wakes up. No alarm he built. No system he understands. Just a phone. A notification appears. Salary received. No cash. No signature. No human confirmation. Just numbers. Later, he taps a screen. A car arrives. A stranger is on the way to pick him up. Michael doesn't question it. He never does. But here is the strange part. He has never met the systems that decide his safety, his money, or even his movement. And yet he trusts them more than most people he sees. So the question becomes unavoidable. How did civilization become dependent on things no one can touch and almost no one understands? To understand that, we have to go back. For most of human history, trust had limits. You trusted family. You trusted your tribe. You trusted people you could see. Because trust was physical. If someone betrayed you, you could confront them immediately. But civilization expanded beyond that scale. Trade crossed distance, languages, borders, strangers, and suddenly human memory was no longer enough to hold trust together. So something had to replace it. Not stronger people, stronger systems. A merchant stands across from a stranger. No shared language, no shared history, only uncertainty. A handshake appears, not because it guarantees honesty, but because it reduces uncertainty long enough to trade. Trust is still personal, still fragile, still reversible. One betrayal ends everything. But as trade expands, this model breaks. Because you cannot scale human memory. You cannot scale personal trust. So civilization shifts. The same person cannot be seen twice. Stories conflict. Memory fades. Reputation becomes unreliable. And for the first time, humanity realizes something critical. Personal trust does not scale with civilization. So trust has to leave the human mind and become something else. A name becomes a form of currency. Long before digital ratings or credit scores, reputation allowed trust to travel beyond the individual. A good trader is trusted before arrival. A bad one is rejected before speaking. But reputation is still human. It depends on memory, on stories, on time. And time distorts everything. So, civilization builds something stronger. Something that does not rely on memory at all. Reputation solved one problem, but it created another. A reputation works only if people know your name. Civilizations needed a trust system that could travel further than people. So, they turned to something else. Gold. For centuries, gold became one of humanity's most successful trust technologies. Not because it could speak or enforce agreements, but because millions of people agreed it had value. A farmer could trade with a merchant. A merchant could trade with a stranger. Not because they trusted each other, but because they trusted the same thing. For the first time, trust became transferable. Then another shift occurred. Gold stayed in vaults. Paper began to represent the gold. Eventually, people stopped exchanging the gold entirely. Paper claims replaced metal. Banknotes replaced coins. And eventually, most money became nothing more than entries inside institutions. Trust had moved again. From people, to objects, to systems. But every system has one hidden weakness. A bank collapses, not because money disappears, but because confidence does. People rush to withdraw what is already gone. Not physically gone, systemically gone. And in that moment, a truth becomes visible. Banks do not fail when money is lost. They fail when belief disappears. But civilization adapts again. It always does. Contracts replace memory. Law replaces personal enforcement. Brands replace direct experience. A logo becomes a promise, a shortcut for certainty. Michael does not choose randomly. He chooses systems that reduce risk. Then platforms arrive. Ride-sharing, home-sharing, online marketplaces. Trust is no longer human. It is computed. A rating system decides who is safe. An algorithm decides who is visible. A stranger is no longer unknown. They are a score, a profile, a prediction. And Michael moves through this world effortlessly, not realizing something important has changed. He is no longer trusting people. He is trusting systems that trust people for him. Phone rings. A familiar contact name appears. Michael answers. The voice sounds normal, comforting, familiar. But something is slightly off. A slight delay, a tone that feels off, something he can't quite place. Michael listens longer than usual. His expression changes. Confusion, then hesitation. He slowly lowers the phone. And that is the first time he questions whether what he is hearing is real. The pattern becomes visible. Trust evolves in layers. Trust people. Trust reputation. Trust shared value. Trust institutions. Trust systems. Trust algorithms. Trust artificial intelligence. Each layer increases scale. Each layer removes direct judgment. Each layer reduces certainty. Until trust is no longer human. It is automated and fragile. Now reality itself can be manufactured. Faces generated. Voices cloned. Videos fabricated. Nothing needs to be real to feel real. Michael looks again. Everything appears normal. Every detail seems familiar. He checks once, then checks again, and again. Not because something is obviously wrong, but because certainty has quietly disappeared. Verification itself is becoming unreliable. Not because the systems are broken, but because everything they verify can now be convincingly faked. Seeing is no longer proof, and proof is no longer stable, and that changes everything. Michael unlocks his phone, pauses, stares longer than usual. Every system still works. Payments still process. Messages still arrive. Drivers still come. But something inside him has changed. Trust is no longer automatic. It is now a decision. And decisions have weight, even simple ones. Civilization was never built on certainty. It was built on shared belief in uncertainty. Money, banks, contracts, brands, algorithms, artificial intelligence. None of them exist physically, but their consequences are real. For thousands of years, civilization solved the problem of trusting strangers. Now humanity faces a new problem. Can we still trust reality itself? Because if trust is the foundation of civilization, the next crisis may not begin with money, or governments, or technology. It may begin the moment we can no longer agree on what is real. Can we still trust reality itself? If this question stayed with you, welcome, you've found your place. We explore the invisible systems that shape the world around us. Subscribe to keep questioning.